Hello everyone, and once again I welcome you all to the online lectures of design of precious concrete structures. Okay, so again in today's session I am going to revise the solution of problems over stress concept method. Okay, so I'll read out the statement of the problem here. Okay, so it is given as a rectangular concrete beam of cross section 3 centimeter 30 centimeter deep and 20 centimeter wide is it is a 30 centimeter nothing but 300 mm by 200 mm. Okay, and is prestressed by means of 15 wires. Okay, it is prestressed by means of 15 wires of 5 mm dia located 6.5 centimeter from the bottom of the beam and 3 wires of 5 mm dia located 2.5 centimeter from top. Okay, so this beam is prestressed from the top as well as from the bottom. Okay, assuming the pre-stress in steel as 840 Newton per mm square. So the pre-stress in the cable is given as 840 Newton per mm square. Calculate the stresses at the extreme fibers of the mid-span section when the beam is supporting its own weight over a span of 6 meter. So we have to find out for pre-stress and self-weight. And if the uniformly distributed lie load of 6 kN per meter is imposed, evaluate the maximum working stress in concrete. Then density of concrete is given as 24 kN per meter cube. Okay, so these are the given data. So we'll have the solution here now. Okay, so it is given as it's a rectangular section 20 centimeter by 30 centimeter, and the cables are, we have the 3 cables of 5 mm dia at top at a distance of 2.5 centimeter and the 15 wires of 5 mm dia at the bottom. Okay, so now what you have to do, we have to find out the location of the concentrated prestressing force. Means we cannot have the prestressing force at top and at bottom. So we have to, for the solution, for the theoretical solution, we have to calculate the location of the concentrated prestressing force because of the top cable and bottom cable. Okay, so we can find out that. So therefore the distance of the centroid of the prestressing force from the bottom of the beam. So again we have to use the formula A1 Y1 A2 Y2 like that. Okay, so A into Y, so you can see here pi by 4, the area of the cable is pi by 4 into 5 square, the diameter of cable is 5 into number of cables are 15, and these cables are located at a distance of 65 mm from the bottom. Understood? And we have the top cable as 3 number of cables, pi by 4, again the diameter is 5 square into the location of cables from the bottom fiber. So from here to here it is from top it is 25, so total is 300 minus 25, so we will get as 275 divided by total area is pi by 4, diameter is 5 and the number of cables are 18, 15 plus 3 18. So we got the location is YB, that is from bottom 100 mm. So therefore eccentricity is the centroidal, that is the center is 150 minus 100, so 50. So you can see here, so this from here to here it is 150 and this we got it as 100 mm. So this will be our eccentricity. This will be eccentricity because this distance is 100, this distance is 150, 150 minus 100, so we will get E as how much? 50 mm. Understood? So we got E as 150 minus 100, that is 50. So BDQ by 12. So therefore the prestressing force is equal to P into A. That is prestressing force is 840. The prestress is directly given as 840 into area. So we got the total prestressing force is 296. Understood? So the self weight is also we can calculate. So therefore the bending moment calculation due to self weight MD W square by 8, due to lie load again W square by 8. The lie load is given as 6. And we have the direct stress, that is P by A. P we have calculated already, so P by A, area of the section, and the Z is I by Y. So I we have calculated, so that is BDQ by 12, I by Y. Understood? So next what you have to do, so pre-stress, due to pre-stress P into E by Z, P E we have calculated, that is 50, P into E by Z. Okay. Then due to Bending that is MD by Z, ML by Z. MD we know, MD by Z, ML also we have calculated previously. So ML by Z. So we got the stresses due to bending. So the final stress are P by A minus MD by Z minus ML by Z plus P by Z. They are asked to calculate the stresses at top, bottom area, that is the bottom part of the section. So we will get negative because the direct stress will be positive and bending will be like this. So down is tension, negative, top is compression. So again for live load, but for this thing pre-stress will get ulta. So we will get this as plus, this as minus, minus plus. So P by A plus minus MD by Z minus ML by Z plus P by Z. Okay. So ultimately we got the stress as 260.268 Newton per mm square, that is positive. Understood? So this is a small change in the solution of the problem. Now we will have the one more solution. Again it is for T section. Okay. So now here it is given as a pre-stressed concrete beam of inverted T section has following dimensions. Rib, the rib means web, 300 mm by 900 mm. Flange is 300 mm by 600 mm. Then the other data are the beam is simply supported over a span of 15 meter. The beam is post tension with the 3 fascinet cables, with each contains 12 wires of 7 mm dia. In each cable there are 12 wires of 7 mm dia placed at 150 mm from the soffit at the mid span. If the initial pre-stress is 1 kilonewton per mm square, the initial pre-stress in the cable is 1 kilonewton per meter. Initial means what? While stretching the cable, the pre-stress was 1 kilonewton per mm square. Calculate the maximum UDL that it can carry. So we have to find out the UDL, the intensity of UDL it can carry. Then if the maximum compressive stress in concrete is limited to 15 MPa and tensile stress is limited to 1 MPa. Okay, so they are given a limit. Okay, the stresses in the concrete and steels are limited as at the concrete is at top is 15 and at the compression it is 15 and the tension is 1 MPa. Assume loss of pre-stress as 15 Newton per 15%. Sorry, the loss of pre-stress as 15%. Means when the tendon is stretched and when it is locked or released, that time when it tries to go back, that time it will lose some strength. So what they have given, it will take the loss will be 15%. Okay. So as per we have the sketch here, you can see the rib is 300 mm by 900 mm and the flange is 300 mm thickness, 600 mm width, and we have the stress distribution diagram according to the given. So 15 MPa the stress, the permissible stresses in concrete. At top we have 15 MPa, at bottom we have 1 MPa. Understood? So we will have a solution for this. So first of all you have to locate the centroid, that is y bar A1 y1 A2 y2. So we will get y bar as 510 and the initial stress is given as 1 kilonewton per mm square. So that is 1000 Newton per mm square. Understood? And the loss of pre-stress as 15% and the area of cable is 3 cables. In each cable there are 12 wires of 7 mm dia. So we will get the area of cable and the pre-stressing force is stress into area. What is force? Stress into area. Stress is given as 1000, area is given as this. So stress into area, so we will get 1.385 into 10 to 6 Newton. Understood? Pre-stressing force. Then other data are area, then I, BDQ by 12 and then I plus A square. Same you have to find out. Okay, no need to again show the calculation for that because already we have calculated for unsymmetrical I section. So I is, we have got this. So ZT by ZB. So ZT and ZB, I by YT, I by YB. Understood? I by Y top, I by bottom because it is ZT and ZP. Okay, so you got this. Then the important is here. This is very important. This is very important. This is very important. Okay, so that is P by ZT, P by ZB. But here the small change. Okay, they are given the loss is 15%. The loss is 15%. It is given. So that's why we have to consider only 85% of precessing force. Out of 100%, there is a loss of 15%. So we have to consider only 85% of precessing force. So that's why we have to multiply 0.85. 0.85 P by ZT, 0.85 P by ZB. So this two. So how you will get E? So I can show you how you will get E, because the Y bar from bottom you have got 510. Okay, so the location of cable is already given, that is 300 mm, sorry 150 mm. So E is 510. So right here 510 minus 300 you have to do. So we will get, that is 360 mm. Sorry, not 300, 150 you have to do. So you have to do 150. 510 minus 150. So you will get 360 mm. You will get 360 mm. So this is nothing but 360. So you will got these two. So you will get deflection of beam. That is due to sulfate. That's the area we got. We can multiply into this thing. So you will get because this is in mm. So divided by, if you 10:3 square, if you make it, you will get meter. 24 into this, so you will get sulfate. And the bending moment due to dead load is WL square by 8. So we got W here, WL square by 8. With respect to this, W will got the bending moment due to dead load. So therefore, given permissible stresses in concrete, so they are given the permissible stresses in concrete as 15 MPa. This is given, so I will tell you where you have to use that. So the direct stress P by A. So again, P you have to use only 85%, 0.85 P by A. So you will get 2.62 Newton per meter square. After that, again the stress due to precessing P by Z T and ZP. So again you have to multiply 0.85 as I told you. Then the stress due to bending moment MD by ZT, ML by ZT. Sorry, MD by ZT, ML by ZT. So because with respect to top fiber. Okay, then all these things, so you can see here. So this is due to direct stress, this is due to MD, this is due to ML, and this is due to pre-stress. That should be equal to 15. Whatever this thing you will add. So because it is what they have given, the given permissible stress is in concrete as 15 MPa. So we have to find out that you have to substitute and you have to equate as equal to 15. So with respect to this, we don't know here ML. With respect to that, by equating 15, you have to find out what is the value of ML. So with respect to that, we got the ML as the moment due to live load is 1167.05 kilonewton. Again, they are given one more condition, that is by equating all these things, you have to use that this is as 1 because it is in tension. So minus, okay, minus 1. So I can show you here. Yes, here it is given now. So here it is plus, so minus 1 plus 15. So plus 15 we have used, now you have to use minus 1. Okay, so after that, okay, here it is, by doing that we got it as 262 everything. Okay, you have to substitute and you have to equal to minus 1. So after equating minus 1, you will get ML by condition 1 and by condition 2 we got two values of ML. Okay, so now what you have to do? You have to utilize the taking list of the list between 1 and 2. So we have calculated the value of bending moment due to live load by using 1 and using 2. So in 1 you have to use the allowable stress as 15 plus 15, and in second condition we have used the allowable stress as minus 1. So by both together we will get equation 1 and equation 2, that is condition 1 and condition 2. So you have to use the least between these two. So we got, I think, 534.71, that is least. So that is 534.71, that is ML. So ML is nothing but WL L square by 8. So WL square by 8. So by equating these two, we can easily find out WL. So 534.71 into L is 15 square into 8, so we will get 19.01 kilonewton per meter. So it can take, this beam can take a live load of 19 kilonewton per meter. Understood? So this way you have to check for the solution. Okay, thank you.